I guess you love movies. I do too. Hi guys, and welcome back to another classic movie review. Today we're going to be talking about a comedy classic directed by Mel Brooks, starring Mostel and Gene Wilder. It is 1968's The Producers. Now, I bought The Producers for my dad's birthday a few months back. Haven't got around to watching it until now, and now I have watched it. I'm going to give you my thoughts on it. So, what is The Producers about? The Producers is is a very famous film and does have quite a famous plot, but I'll go through it anyway. The Producers is about a Broadway producer, played by Mostel, who is completely broke. He was a massive success on Broadway, but he has hit a few bad runs in terms of shows, and he is very short on money. And he's using old ladies to finance his projects. And is pretty much broke. And this is before he meets Gene Wilder's character, who plays an accountant, who works out that they could actually make more money with a flop than they could with a hit in certain circumstances. And they search for the worst possible Broadway script that they can find in order to make a guaranteed flop. Well, at least they think that it's going to be guaranteed, but no. So what did I think of The Producers? Well, the best thing about The Producers, in my opinion, is it has arguably the greatest comedy script ever written. Mel Brooks' script in this film is absolutely on point. It is hilarious from start to finish. There's not a single joke that doesn't hit. It's absolutely on the money. I love it. I think it's amazing. It's a brilliant blend of all different types of comedy, and every different type of comedy is done with just as much finesse, and it's such a brilliant script. I love it. It's fantastic. But this script would be nothing without the way the script is performed. Mostel is absolutely brilliant in this film. He is hilarious from frame 1 to frame's end. I love the guy. I think that he was very good in another movie a couple years earlier called A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum, which was Buster Keaton's last film. This film, I think he's even better, and I think this is a better film. I think that what Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum is a little bit unfocused. It's a bit chaotic, and it actually impacts on the comedy a little bit, because sometimes you don't actually know what you're supposed to be laughing at because it's quite chaotic. But this film has a better vision. It's more focused, and that comes down to the script and the performances. Another one of the great performances is Gene Wilder's performance. Gene Wilder isn't front and centre in this film. He's definitely the supporting role behind Mostel, but he's still very funny, and they work off each other really well, and they have great chemistry on screen. There's some also very good other supporting performances. The writer who writes the script, Springtime for Hitler, the play that they choose to do and hope will be a flop. He is a hilarious character. He loves Hitler. He thinks that he's misunderstood, and he constantly wears his German military helmet all the time. Anytime, it's hilarious. And he has some very, very funny moments. The guy that they finally choose to play Hitler in the Broadway play is very, very funny. He's a definite satire on 1960s and 70s rock bands. And this film has so many different areas of humour, and it's so layered in terms of its comedy that you never get bored of it. It never drags, because it constantly goes to different places, and it excels in every area. Even in areas that are more simple. There's a great scene with one of the old ladies that he's trying to gain money from, and she has a slight paranoia with burglars. That's all I'm going to say. Overall, I think this movie is absolutely hilarious. I think it's one of the funniest movies ever made. I was laughing from minute 1 to minute's end. I thought that it kept you laughing, and it was a consistently hilarious comedy with great performances and a fantastic script. The Producers is probably one of the greatest comedies ever made, and my favourite Mel Brooks film that I've watched so far. I have watched Blazing Saddles, but I wasn't a massive fan of that film. I still have to see Young Frankenstein, and I'm looking forward to seeing that. But overall, I love The Producers. It's a comedy classic. If you haven't seen it, I would definitely recommend it. It is brilliant. It definitely gets a 10 out of 10. So there you go, that's my review of the producers. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, like, subscribe, drop your comments down in the section below. What's your favourite Mel Brooks film? What is your favourite comedy of all time? My favourite Mel Brooks film was definitely The Producers at this moment. It may be Young Frankenstein, I will see, I'm looking forward to seeing that. And my favourite comedy of all time is Monty Python and the Holy Grail. So, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Goodbye.